And how much are they? Exactly.
Match with a 30-minute time limit, schedule 4-on-4.
Why, every time?
Introducing to the ring first.
And the man that absolutely destroyed Trent Seven. Hell of a fight, hell of a war.
And look at Connor Mills. I think it's quite a statement right here. There's no sign of Gio. Connor Mills is walking to the ring on his own vision. He wants to compete and defeat the man who Brian Danielson called the best technical wrestler in the world. But we know Zack Sabre Jr.'s got a killer instinct about him. But we've also seen that in Connor Mills. We saw a switch flick, if you will, when Connor Mills lost that Cruiserweight Championship.
Hell of a coach, hell of an athlete, hell of an attitude on Connor Mills.
Poetic. But when Connor Mills lost that Cruiserweight Championship, he almost instantly wanted to step up into the heavyweight division, much like his former tag team partner. But right now he's facing a man his former tag team partner couldn't defeat.
Listen, the front man of Dundalk himself, Zachariah Sabre the second, or Zack Sabre Jr. as you might call him. Wacky lad, loves his Stuart Lee, he does, hates the Conservatives, he does, proper punk is this lad,
And the people love him.
they can love him all they want, that man right there, what I call a bit of a nasty bastard. Zack Sabre Jr. not afraid to just tear limbs off when he can grab them. Every technique in the world he will learn. Every way to manipulate someone's body, to cause discomfort, to cause agony, to cause excruciating pain. Like a cobra twisting in the wind, Zack Sabre Jr., master of all forms of submission wrestling. Got awful hair, rotten, both of them. Zack Sabre, Connor Mills, neither one backing down for a second in this match. Connor Mills, all the confidence in the world with his new attitude, willing to take on one of the best to ever step in that ring. And Zack Sabre Jr. comfortable at the heights he has reached with his hubris after beating Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whatever the hell you want to call that mook. Will his hubris be his undoing here? Beautiful Greco-Roman knuckle lock from both men. Heads in each other's shoulders. Zack Sabre goes behind, grabs the waistlock. Connor Mills trying to break the grip. Sweeping down
Look
into
at that great defensive wrestling from Zack Sabre Jr. Dropping to the knee, but Connor Mills proving he's no slouch. Finds way out with a wrist lock. And talk about finding a way out. Connor Mills is finding out first hand right now why Zack Sabre Jr. is the best technical wrestler in the world. As both men tie up again. Zack Sabre looking for the cravat. Mills was looking to employ that arm in the middle to try and push Zack Sabre Jr. away, but what he did in doing that was give Zack Sabre Jr. the arm.
But Connor Mills finding his own way out of that wrist lock as soon as possible. Showing he's no slouch himself, saying, hey, You might be good at this techie stuff. I'm not too bad myself, son. He's planting a hand on the head of Zack Sabre. Oh, looking for the Amari roll. Doesn't quite grab the ankle. Conor Mills.
He's looking for a single leg of his own.
No. Mistake.
Oh my goodness, he's got a torque on the body of Conor Mills. Zack Sabre Jr. rolling around, wrapping those legs around the neck like a snake. And Mills trying to get Zack in a head scissor. Zack Sabre evades, rolls him over, smashes his head down to the canvas for good measure.
Absolutely, Mills at the moment just trying to extend that knee. Smart.
And twisting the other ankle. And look at him stepping on the ankle of Zack Sabre Jr.
But thinking his way out of that hole.
Exactly.
Hyperextending the knee, moving the other ankle, snapping it down, then just adding insult. Smart wrestling here from Conor Mills. Conor trapping the arm with his knee and finding the cravat himself. Zack though immediately putting the pressure against those wrists to make sure that he couldn't snap it in, turning in, going under. Smart again, just beautiful technique.
Backs him into the corner. Straight back into that cravat. Zack Sabre Jr., he had him knotted up there in the ropes.
Hey, listen, he's got till 5. He'll take his time. Conor Mills taking umbrage with that, one may think.
Going behind from Mills. And Zack Sabre Jr. finding a way out on the arm.
Beautiful.
Oh, no. Zack Sabre Jr.'s got one arm pinned down, he's got the knee driven into the spine, and he's pulling the other arm.
Absolutely, just trying to
Conor Mills is finding out
the
right
elbows.
Now, his body can bend in places he didn't even imagine.
Mills not letting those elbows touch behind his back, working to turn Zack Sabre Jr.
He's holding his own, isn't he? Conor Mills using the head into the spine, which brings Zack Sabre down. And Conor Mills is giving Zack Sabre Jr.
Squeeze Conor!
He's got that butcher's grip applied, but Sabre using that leg strength to get him back up, break that grip, tugging on that leg, taking him down, and look at that, what a grapevine there, and Conor Mills just upset Zack Sabre Jr. there.
Absolutely, into the death rock, into a variation of the abdominal stretch there as well.
Good ring awareness. Zack Sabre Jr. getting frustrated with Conor Mills. And Mills, again, doing a good job of thinking his way around this contest, keeping his mind in the match and not being driven by emotion.
Absolutely. Listen, this is what you've got to do in this situation. This is what you've got to do against a competitor like Zack Sabre Jr. You've got to outthink him. You've got to try and be 8 moves ahead. Unfortunately, Zack, like one of the grandmasters, just so clever with how he thinks about wrestling. Almost a wrestling version of Bobby Fischer, if you will. Using his own hand behind his back to stop Conor from really wrenching that double wrist lock on. Just pure smart wrestling from Zack Sabre Jr. into the ropes, opening up his neck just to slap him in the face. I think Conor almost feels like that's a statement of fucking defeat from Zack Sabre. Jesus Christ! Just nasty dragon screw from the top there by Conor Mills. The slap to the face caused this. This brought this out in Conor Mills.
And he's got a temper. We've seen it.
A little bit.
We've seen it.
Think?
And it's something what really he hid for so long in his Destination Everywhere. His undisputed British Tag Team Championship winning Destination Everywhere with Michael Oaken.
Always playing second fiddle to Michael Oaken.
In his mind.
Always put himself above Conor Mills. Always put himself first. Always put his own desires.
He had to listen to people like you. And as a result,
Conor
Mills curled up like a spring spring and ready to burst. This is Conor Mills in his true, unforgiving and unrelenting form. Conor Mills is stalking Zack Sabre Jr. with leg kicks.
Listen, it ain't often that you see Zack Sabre crumpled on the mat like that.
It really isn't. We've seen Zack Sabre Jr. so many times over the years here in Revolution Pro Wrestling. We've seen Zack Sabre Jr. do this to other people, but we've never seen anyone do this to Zack Sabre Jr. But Jr. finds a way out with that single leg pick, but Mills on top of him, smothering Sabre. Sabre rolls with
it, rolls with it. Conor Mills rolling with Sabre's roll to try and keep on top and just stamping down on that angle, that shin.
Listen, if you were scoring this one on points, you have to give it to Conor Mills, but we're not scoring it on points, are we, sir?
I mean, we should. Let's be honest here. If you're any kind of tactical mind, you would have set this up with a point system in place, but be that as is may, Conor Mills.
Straight back to work on that leg. Big chop across the chest. Sabre's in trouble.
Conor pushing him up into the tree of woe position there in the ropes.
Oh, chopping away at that leg. Chopping away at that leg. Kicking away at that. Look at that. That buzzsaw-like kick onto that thigh of Sabre Jr. And look at this. This is nasty and personal from Conor Mills. He wanted Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, Sabre caught him, Sabre caught him, Sabre caught him.
He catches, got the ankle on. He's in the tree of woe, he's got the ankle on. His transition. Zack Sabre Jr. The human torture device going, oh my goodness. Mills just counters Sabre Jr. Mills just counters Sabre Jr. Sabre counters a counter. I nearly said a swear. I nearly said a swear. My God. That's a sign of frustration from Zack Sabre Jr. It's a sign of violence. It's a sign of evil intent.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Looking for the surfboard stretch here from Zack Sabre Jr. I'd personally like to go for the intercostal muscles there, but, you know, slapping him on the back helps as well.
Mills was not giving him his arm, was he? And Zack Sabre Jr. getting frustrated. There you go. A sign of that frustration. A little bit of twist and shout there. Zack Sabre Jr. twists his opponent's shouts.
I see what you did there, Andy Quilden, and I hated it. Zack Sabre just punting away at his opponent. Listen, this one may get scrappy, but it's sure as hell going to be violent. Zack Sabre Jr. manipulating those fingers, bending it in ways that the human body should not bend. And Conor's on the ropes, Conor's on the ropes. The Scottish referee notices. Sabre, though. Almost a delightfully sadistic pleasure there from Sabre, just stamping that elbow down into the mat. Mills
again finding success with that single leg, and again bone against bone there as Sabre Jr. is neutralized by Conor Mills. He's done his homework and he's wanted to prove a point, and the point is proven. He could try and wrestle a different style match against Zack Sabre Jr., but it looks like he wants to defeat Zack Sabre Jr. in his own game. And look at this. This is a problem with Sabre.
Mills caught it, Mills caught it.
When you tries to submit him, oh, look at that, nicely done from Mills. But inadvertently keeping Sabre close, and that's where Sabre's most dangerous.
Absolutely, and Sabre trying desperately to not let him push his leg.
That's what, oh wow.
That amount of pressure.
Mills can't keep taking shots like that to the jaw.
Yeah, I'd like to see him try.
That.
I'd like to see him try. Mills standing up saying, you want to slap me? Come on, man, Sabre! Caught him, rocked him.
Oh, and look at that from Mills, but Sabre, great reversal. Sabre, great reversal, looking for Kimura, and Conor Mills reaches straight to the rope. Conor Mills is fighting the perfect wrestling match against Zack Sabre Jr. right now. But you can see he's already favouring that arm, and Zack Sabre Jr. didn't even get a half extension on it. Oh, PK! Wow. He went straight through and up the body as Conor Mills crumples to the floor. Do you hear that? I think Zack Sabre alluded in the triple threat. He may have had a burst eardrum there from Conor Mills. But he gave that fact away, but that may mean the equilibrium on Sabre Jr. is gone. Let's watch this closely. Sabre meets Conor Mills with a big European uppercut. He charges, Mills rolls over the top. Oh, what a kick. Now Conor Mills is cooking.
Shaking out that arm though.
Sabre floats over the top, he's got his back. He's got his back, and this could be the beginning of the end for Conor Mills. You struggle, and Sabre will sink it in deeper.
Listen,
he needs to not panic here, and he was pulling... Oh no.
Dangling on someone's back like this is dangerous, so Zack wisely swapping.
Transitioning over. And Sabre Jr. now has got
double wrist lock.
Yeah. No, Mills fights it out. Oh my goodness, a key crusher from Conor Mills. One arm cover, still managed to hook the leg. Just a 2 count though. He needs to try and get across that far shoulder. He couldn't because he was still favouring that arm.
Listen, nerve damage is nerve damage, baby. If you can't use a limb, you can't use a limb.
Again, Zack Sabre Jr. pretty much got that on almost a quarter, right? And you can see how much it's affected.
Zack goes behind, slips him down.
He's caught him. And oh no, Mills rolls through again. Oh, good. Here's Zack Sabre Jr. with a PK. Not once, but twice.
Zack caught it.
And Zack stubbornly hangs on. And Mills finding volume. Oh no! Jeez, Mills lariat and takes out Sabre on the clothesline. Conor Mills in the match of his life. Oh no! You don't get much closer than that.
Absolutely
without winning a professional wrestling match.
Both men are going to be feeling the effects of this for quite a while after this match, but both men coming back up to their feet. Mills got Sabre trying to get him up for that burning cutter he likes to use, but Sabre just grabbing that limb off the ropes.
Mills found, oh wow. Mills found him close. No, finds a way out. Mills has done his homework. Zack Sabre Jr., one of the most unorthodox professional wrestlers on the planet, and Conor Mills is matching him hold for hold.
Beautifully transitioned into that heel hook from Conor Mills. Zack had no choice but get to the ropes there.
And you can see the frustration on the face of Zack Sabre.
Conor trying to tear away the knee, trying to remove it from where it's meant to be, trying to just grind that heel. Smart wrestling from Conor Mills.
Catching the leg. Went for leg screw. And Zack Sabre Jr. transitions into the arm.
Beautiful.
Look at the way he's got the legs by, and look at Conor Mills' defense of that arm bar.
Push him up straight back in. Baiting him into trying to come up so he could just switch it around and break that grip.
My goodness, Conor Mills. He's got the leg laced.
He's looking for that heel, but Zack trying to stop him getting it fully applied. Zack Sabre maybe going into the omoplata here, grabbing the other limb. He likes to call this to Clarky Cat, doesn't get it. Mills rolls through, smart, and just kicks Sabre in the goddamn face.
Kicks him in the face whilst favouring that arm massively. Oh, straight to a hamstring.
Listen, Zack's got all fanciful names for all of his submissions. Conor Mills just calls that one a kick to the goddamn leg.
Oh, Sabre just met him. Oh my, did you see Sabre's legs just crumple? I say it all the time about leg kicks, it's an accumulative effect. And Zack Sabre Jr. has just found that out firsthand. His legs just crumpled. Oh my goodness. He's still got that hand strength though.
Mills is still up though, Mills is still up. And
oh, straight back to the leg. Straight back to the leg in desperation. And I think we're at one burst eardrum each right now.
Huh?
One burst. You're good, Gideon.
You
Well
fool!
done.
You fool!
Look at that burning cutter. Sabre finds a way out, goes behind, offers a
Pulls
leg.
him up looking for the European clutch here. No! Omoplata of his own! Omoplata, the yes lock applied, whatever you want to call it, label lock, whatever! Sabre in a huge amount of trouble here if Conor Mills can pull that neck to one side. But Zack doing everything he can to get that arm in the way to prevent the hold from being fully applied. Mills pulling back the arm himself. Kicking away at the skull of Zack. Zack moving away. Both legs around the face of Conor Mills, just doing everything he can to play defense here. But Mills powering back in, just a heel to the side of the head of Zack Sabre Jr. He's looking for the knockout. He's looking to end this. Sabre is fading. He's fading.
He knew. He's got those rangy legs, managing to reach to that bottom rope, keep himself in this contest. Great ring awareness.
Just getting to the ropes. Keep kicking the crap out of him, Conor Mills. Yeah. Both wrists grab. Zack in all kinds of trouble here. Head bouncing dangerously close to the canvas as Mills just stomps down on the side of the goddamn neck.
You can almost sense that Zack Sabre Jr. realised that, can't you?
Dude.
And like, he was trying to keep his head up, but in keeping his head up, he was just Sabre!
Zack driver!
Oh, Mills kicked out. And Sabre catches it.
Triangle.
He's got him. Has he? Yeah, look at that. Those
Pointed elbows, switching through.
You can see the sense of urgency from Zack Sabre Jr. as he's looking to sink Mills into deep water. And you can see the
Mills
panic
needs to reach out. Mills needs to reach out right now. No, Zack's grabbed the arm.
For the first time in this contest, Conor Mills panicked and he got caught. Sabre now going to work. Those boots to the back of the skull.
Returning the favour on Conor Mills.
And Mills
He's got the toes. He's got the toes.
Oh my goodness!
Using his own head as a leverage point to just break down the toes of Zack Sabre. Move the ankle in ways it should not be moved.
I'm telling you right now, Gideon, tonight is the night that Conor Mills is announcing
He's up.
wrestling world. He's looking for the burning
Zack's
cutter.
looking to grab the head. Zack's trying to grab the head.
He's got the butcher's grip. I'm not sure.
Conor might be fading here. Bulldog choke almost. Bulldog choke maybe. No.
Mills is going to get him. Gideon. Oh no.
Zack lands.
Oh no, he can't. Oh no. He's dropped. Oh, he gave for Mills. Second, Conor Mills shocks the wrestling. No.
That close, a heartbeat away for Conor Mills on that cover. What happens if you beat the best technical wrestler in the world, Andy Quilden?
I guess that makes you the best technical wrestler in the world.
You're goddamn right. To be the man, you got to beat the man. And the man that Conor Mills is trying to beat right now is Zack Sabre Jr.
He's having the fight of his life, isn't he? He connects again to Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. almost nodding in acknowledgement, saying, give me more. Sabre Jr. Oh no!
Both of them aiming at the ear of the other person. Slap fights here in London. Going for the knockout. Just slap him in the goddamn ear.
It's Mills, gets him.
Sabre under the arm. Mills.
Oh, Sabre! Sidestep, drop kick straight to the skull. Zack Sabre Jr. is feeling it. This is the opening he's been looking for. Sabre!
Through! Zack, no!
Mills floats out! No! PK from Sabre!
One too many times at the wheel for that to work on Zack Sabre Jr. earlier in the contest. Mills saw
Mills
success.
picks him up, and Zack Sabre Jr. gives him another one. Mills sits up again, and Mills, this time with a double, and Zack Sabre again stacks him up, and it's over. My goodness, a war.
Jesus Christ.
Conor Mills fought the match of his life.
Absolutely. Professional wrestling that will bring your hands together and bring joy into your heart.
I tell you, listen, against any other wrestler on any other night, we'd be hearing the winner, Conor Mills. But this wasn't any other night, and this wasn't any other wrestler. Zack Sabre Jr., the best in the world. Conor Mills, frustrated. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be, did you?
I swear to God, if you shake his hand.
Listen, Conor Mills came out here without Gio, without any advantages. He wanted Zack Sabre Jr. on an even playing field. He had the fight of his life, but Zack Sabre Jr. is the one with his heart raised. But Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be bigger in this contest for a long time to go.
He can take the win, but he may have left some of his ankle in that ring, Andy.
Well, you want that beer, Zack Sabre Jr.
The thief! The thief! Those cost 20 quid, Zack! Give him his money!
Look at that.
Asking David Francisco to carry him like a wee bairn in his arms!
The leg is hurting. The leg is hurting. But Zack Sabre Jr. still the victor.
Hey, sometimes there's a time to be proud, sometimes there's a time to be sensible. Zack Sabre Jr., sensible professional wrestler.
What a match. And Gideon, we've still got one to go, my friends.
Jesus Christ.